more about really staying off of your left side. And I want you to look down a lot at his neck, especially the base of his neck to your left rein. And I want you to keep his neck straight on that rein. Yeah, good job. No, it doesn't have to be more than this. That's beautiful. Yeah, take him a little softly, slowly through the left. Yeah, just let him canter on. It's not. Yes. Yeah. And then he just makes a little mistake by going straight. That's no problem. You know what I'm saying? This is him a little bit figuring out. Good boy. Let him walk a second. Really good. Okay. But this way, it's going to be the same thing about that left rein. And I might be more keen to ride this pirouette with less bend. Because he wants to ride it with more bend. And when they contort themselves like that, then you're just kind of, I say it always feels like you're just sitting on their pole. Like you can't do anything. You have no legs, you have no reins, you're just totally at their mercy. Does he need a little walk? Or you're good? Okay. Okay, so let's pick him up and we'll go back to right lead canter. And we'll play a little bit, think with your left rein. Slow motion, keep that base of his left neck attached to his left shoulder. You know what I'm saying? He's not allowed he's not allowed to push that shoulder off of his neck, because that's when you lose his hind legs. Good. Really steady in your hands and just wind him down. Really good. Yeah, think about your tempo. If he gets a little slow, speed him up a little, just a little. If he feels a little dishonest, you make it a little bigger and a little easier. But still same positioning. He doesn't get to get out of the exercise. You just take the difficulty away. Good. When he starts to do that, a little left rein. Yes. Left leg, It's that whole left side. Good. Yes, good riding. That you only turn him when he's totally on your control. Really good. Left neck is attached to the left shoulder. Good girl. Yep, keep it attached. Yeah, just make it bigger. Don't worry about making it too small. I want you to think inch by inch, because he shouldn't think it's a pirouette. He should think he's just cantering. His only job is to canter and to listen to you. He does not get to do the pirouette. But just take your time. He only turns when you ask him to, and he only turns as much as you ask him to. Good, that neck stays attached. Good riding. You're so smart. So smart. I love it, okay? This is how slow you have to think of it. That he's not allowed to be the boss of this. Your snaffles are a little bit long. And you'll just feel your hands come back into your lap when they get too long. That's all. Yeah, attach the base of his neck to his left shoulder. Yes. That's how we keep his butt under him. Good. Hear the footfall. Very good. Watch your right snaffles getting long again. Good job. Good. Keep that left elbow part of your hip. Yes, it's okay. Good. When he feels controlled and in good balance, you turn it one step and then you go out and haunches in. Right? So the exercise never disappears. It's just about how rideable he is. Beautiful. Well done. He doesn't have to do any more of that, okay? But it's got to be this controlled. It's not about going on your line and riding the full pirouette and okay, he's kind of bending, he's still cantering. It's about making it look effortless. And not that you go, it was a good one or it was a bad one, but that you say, oh, I made it a little too big. Or, oh, I made it a little too small and he had a mistake. Not that he came in and he sat and spun. You know, as long as they're on your aids, the error is your fault. And so there are times in my riding where I say, okay, a horse who really knows the test, and you go across your half diagonal or whatever in the I1 and he knows the full pirouette's coming, I might purposely make it really big. Make it a big haunches in circle so that I get my rideability back. Because without that, you're at his mercy. And it's either, wow, wasn't that great, he did a great job, or it was total garbage. You don't have control over how good it was. You know what I'm saying? All right, you want to do a little in trot? But that's going to be the same for your canter zigzag, that you're able to keep and the base of his neck, when he does this, and he pushes that base of his neck to the right and his shoulder to the left, then you don't have any control over where his hind legs are pushing. And that makes your changes. Good, and even in the trot, you're thinking about that. Fine. You just show me whatever you want. Check the length of your snaffles. I like short reins because I like to push my hands. Oh, are you frisky? We're just trotting, buddy. Okay, take him a little down and round to the left. Yeah, that's plenty, more than enough. Good, now prove to me that you can take his nose to the left and turn it into a leg yield. Sorry, I meant off your left leg. You know, like continue on your line. It's okay. Yeah, the bending is not this horse's problem, but in order for you to really start creating that reach, you're gonna have to start showing him that he can do this with a bit more straightness. I know that sounds funny, but come again to the left from F and turn first just on whatever diagonal line you want and keep the same trot. Just on a diagonal, this same expressive trot with the high knees. Just point him and go. That's okay. And then keep the same shoulders and just bend his haunches around your left leg. That's okay. But I want you to, for the sake of the quality of his gait, keep him a little, because he does the half pass, but he can probably do it for a point higher. Okay? And a little bit, it's this lack of straightness in his shoulders that's preventing his legs from really eating up the ground. So first feel your shoulders are attached to your neck. Yeah, be brave. Left rein. Yes. Good, it's okay. I'm assuming this is not normal. Yeah. Just ride a couple diagonals. Yeah, letting it, yeah, he doesn't have to run, but just think about the softness in his top line and stay posting a minute. Shorten your snaffles so your hands can be low and forward. A little bit through the left rein, across the diagonal again. Really straight neck. Hind legs meet each side of your snaffle. Yeah, it doesn't need to trot more than that. From your next corner at F, you're going to do that leg yield that we did in canter. You're going to do it in trot. Okay, keep your hands really still. That's pretty. You're just going to move him all the way over to H off of your right leg. Not a lot of bend on this horse. Yeah, it's okay. Think about the left side. The left side, not the right side. Yeah, if you want to touch that right rein, you use your right leg, okay? Do you feel that? How if you don't bend him right, how he actually stops moving a little off your right leg? Really challenge yourself. Do the leg yield again now off the left. Challenge yourself to keep the nose in the middle. Yeah, move him off that left leg. Come. Yeah, nose in the middle. Come. Yeah, see, he's not quite as sensitive to that as you think. He's a little bit, pretends to be more sensitive if you let him do his crazy double jointed bending thing. But really, I want to see these hind legs cross under his belly. Straight neck, and you ride him over to S. Straight neck, left rein. Yeah, bump him off the right leg. Straight neck. Right? This is where he needs to become flexible. Okay, this is where you're going to build scope in your lateral work. When he's straight, he moves really nicely. But because he's so hyper flexible that when you put him in something he's naturally talented for, he does it the easiest way possible, which is not to use his hind legs. Better, easy on the left rein. Yeah, make him do it with a straight neck. Because if you bend his neck, then his hind legs are pretty much off of your balance beam. If you make him do it with a straight neck, then he has no choice. And then you're going to feel his lack of hind leg on your leg. But you're only going to feel it if you do it with a straight neck. Move him off the right leg. Left rein. Yes. Fine, 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 fine. It's no problem. Good job. Good job. Do it one more time off of your other leg. Good. He's got to give in his back without being crooked. You know what I'm saying? That he's got to find his suppleness and his straightness. And that's a little bit where he's struggling. It's the same thing that he does to you in pirouette. You feel how even there his tempo gets a little slow? I mean, it's not a bad thing. These are just things that you have to be aware of. That in order for him to really build this hind leg, it's only going to get stronger if he's carrying his own weight. And so by doing it by being overbent all the time, he's kind of getting away from actually having to weight lift. And it's not that he's not beautiful. It's that it's going to make your job harder. Just think leg yield still. I don't care if he does it in canter. Straight neck. Move him off your right leg. Straight neck. Yeah? What he's doing a little bit is he's convincing you to take your leg off. Horses, when they get really hot, they make us feel like, oh, don't touch me. And you've got to still touch him. So if he starts cantering, you just keep on your leg yield, okay? And obviously you want him to trot. Good, both reins, not left and right. Nose in the middle. Good, yeah, there he gets his little passage. No problem, you just keep moving him a little to the right, thinking trot. Good boy, just thinking trot. Okay, because if we take our leg off in that moment, not bending the neck, okay? He's got to start finding actual throughness, okay? Sometimes he keeps his head down because he's bending and he's supple, but he's not actually pushing over his top line round into the withers, which is why he's having all of these mistakes. You're just calling him out on it. Good. Yeah, you've got to keep your leg on the hot horse. Otherwise he says, ha, if I do that, then she quits. Yeah, come, legs on. Like I said, I don't care if he does it in trot or in canter. You're really pressuring him to say, no, you bring your hind legs under your body. And no bending in the neck. Yeah. Good. It's fine. And again, we're not punishing the slower tempo. We just have to know it still exists. You know, eventually you'd like him to keep this big floating trot. And when you make him actually weight lift, it's easier for him to do passage. Some people might think, oh man, I wish my horse would do passage. But it's not always, see there, he wants to throw his haunches ahead. Yes, really good. Just keep going. It doesn't matter. Keep posting. Post the canter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, the goal right now is to say you have to bring your legs under and lift your back. You can't just get by on your looks anymore. I mean, really. Because he is a naturally talented horse. Right now, you're challenging him to be honest. Nose in the middle, it's about the hind legs. This is how we make a Grand Prix horse. Good, make him think stretch in the neck. Yeah, that's right, stretching but no bending. Yes, good boy. Pet him and just post. Pet him and post. Good. One more time off the right leg, and then that's enough.